Welcome everyone watching right now. I am your Heavenly Father. This is harmful. I am harmful. This channel is harmful. YouTube has demonetized my channel. I make money. I pay for food. I pay for things with this channel. You guys use Super Chat and you give me money. That's how I bring you information. I dissect that information. I read about the information. I fact check that information. I take someone's claim of, oh, they found all of these votes in these suitcases, and I look into it, I research it, I watch the entire video, and I say, wait. These were put in there because they thought they were closing down. I fact check things. I am harmful, is what YouTube has determined. So even though I'm bringing people to them, previously they had demonetized one of my videos because they said it promoted news about the election that was untrue. And I wrote back and I said, no, it's the opposite. I'm showing that viewpoint and I'm explaining why that's not real. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the fact checking. Look, some of my videos are called Shut the Fact Up. They're fact check videos. I send those to people on the Twitter, on the YouTube, etc., saying, no, here are the facts. Look at them yourselves. There are facts available. That's what I do. That, according to YouTube, is harmful. Guys, take a look. It's a super chat button even on my chat anymore. At the bottom of the chat window, if you're on YouTube, is there a $sign? Did I even do this correctly? I don't even know if I'm streaming through the correct channel. Edit settings. And I don't even know. Is there a little $sign at the bottom? If you've super chatted me before, if you've given me money through YouTube using the super chat before, is it there? Yeah, the $sign is gone. So not only have they taken away my ad revenue, and I'm not angry at YouTube. I understand they have to have certain standards, but I'm not the guy they're after. All of the right-wing wackos out there, all of the QAnon content, and they're going after the fact checker. Here's an email that I got here. Hi, Heavenly Father. During a recent review, our term of policy specialists, these are specialists, carefully looked over the videos you've uploaded to your channel, Heavenly Father. I have hours and hours and hours of video. We found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with our YouTube partner program policies. Oh, really? What is it? As of today, your channel is not monetized. We've taken away. We know this is tough news, and sometimes we have to make difficult decisions. We have a responsibility to ensure our community is safe for creators, viewers, and advertisers. I'm unsafe because I'm telling the truth. Not the truth as we see it. I'm reporting actual stats and figures. At the same time, we understand that you may have unintentionally made mistakes. No, I haven't made any mistakes. I don't make mistakes. Unless someone says there's a hockey stick and I'm like, that's not a hockey stick, and it is a hockey stick. That's why you'll be able to reapply for the YouTube partner program in 30 days. Okay, so great. And this has happened to me before, but it was because of copyrighted content, and it was literally my demo tape, my acting demo tape. And then everybody who I had to get in touch with NBC, I had to get in touch with like Discovery South America had claimed because I was on some show on the Discovery Network. So this has happened to me before, and I got my monetization back. This time, this is weird, because I've been covering the election and politics almost exclusively. Okay, so to find out why would they do this? Well, all you got to do is go to your monetization page. So we go to the monetization page, and this is where it gets interesting. Let me put the close up here. Here we go. Your channel is no longer eligible to monetize. Okay, all right. What should you do next? Review our feedback. Our reviewers found that your channel contains the following: content that focuses on controversial issues. Okay, I get that. The election's controversial. And that is harmful to viewers. What? What did I do? How? Who am I harming? If I'm harming you guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to harm anybody. Who am I harming? So you can click on that and you can learn more. And it goes all down there. Inappropriate length, violence. If you show violence, like video game violence, is okay, which is fine. I have no content. I have no qualms with that. I have no quarrel. Adult content. I'm not putting up sexy things. Yes, sometimes I'm a little too sexy. I get that. It's not my fault. And all of these are shocking content. I mean, guys, when I say pull my finger, what do you think is going to happen? You shouldn't be shocked by that. Harmful or dangerous acts. I tell you all the time not to try this at home because it's stupid. But I'm not riding in a shopping cart down the freeway. One time, twice, but it was in the same video. This is the hateful or derogatory content. Content that incites hatred against, promotes discrimination, disparages, or humiliates an individual or group of people and is not suitable for advertising. Am I humiliating Donald Trump? Is that? Content that is satire or comedy may be exempt. I mean, literally, I'll show you. The lead on my channel, my main video on my channel. Let's see, videos. Show me the whole page. Why can't, hold on. This is my videos. If we just go to Heavenly Father. Oh, it just shows what I'm playing live right now. But normally, it's a parody song. It's supposed to be satirical. I don't know if it's funny or not. I don't know if it's comedy. I find it funny. No, probably not comments. Hey, Shelly, we're talking about, I've been demonetized by YouTube for at least a month, and then I have to get mine demonetized. I would love it if they told me specifically what it is. Like I've said, the only thing that's happened recently is that I did get an email saying you're promoting content about an election that has been proven false or something like that. Basically saying you're talking about the election being rigged. I'm not. I'm saying the election wasn't rigged. And I contested that, and I don't know that I ever got a response back. If I did, I missed it. But what a recreational drug or drug-related content? I do. That's where they've got me right there. I keep a vial on my desk of nitroglycerin in case I have a heart attack, and I'm almost always near my studio. I keep a bottle of I've had 2 heart attacks before, so I do have a bottle of nitroglycerin. I don't know that that's ever been picked up on camera, but just in case, I have this nearby. This one might be this one's expired. Okay, so that's on me. I don't know that I'm promoting the usage of these, and it's certainly not recreational. You take one of these, it's not fun. You don't get high. Firearms related content. I mean, I've talked about guns. I've said, please don't shoot anybody. That could be, they're not giving me any guidance beyond that. You guys are the druggers right there. You guys are I'm not your plug. Controversial issues. This is controversial issues. This may be something, because I do talk about controversial issues. Everybody really talks about controversy. But anyway, controversy. So let's take a deep dive into. Okay. You can turn on ads for this content. Fleeting or dramatized content about controversial topics such as suicide, sexual abuse, child abuse, or domestic. I don't cover any of that. Have I? Controversial issues: child abuse, pedophilia, child marriage, sexual abuse, sexual harassment, self-harm, suicide, eating disorders, domestic abuse, abortion, and bullying. I may have mentioned 1 or 2 of these things in passing, saying, like, don't be a bully. I don't know. But that's certainly not the focus of my channel. I have some videos that get demonetized and some videos that stay monetized. I'm not big on talking about child abuse or encouraging it. Sensitive events. Okay, here we go. Sensitive events. So here we go. You can turn on ads for this content. Fleeting mentions of sensitive events or academic documentary content of historic acts of terror prior to 9/11. Not me. Okay. Educational topics or comedic representations of foreign terrorist organizations or drug trade organizations. I don't know that I've ever done that. Let's see. You should turn off ads for this content. Discussion of terrorist attacks, events related to the catastrophic loss of human life, non-educational discussions of foreign terrorist organizations, drug trade organizations, graphic imagery. Not me. That's not what we do here. Incendiary or demeaning. Content that is gratuitously incendiary, inflammatory, or demeaning may not be suitable for advertising. I mean, what is that? Hateful and derogatory in the self-certification questionnaire on the YouTube. Be sure to check. I don't do that against any protected group of people. I don't. If anyone, I'm all about like, hey, let's all accept everyone. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care what your skin looks like. Can't appeal. There's no appeal on YouTube. This is why. See, if I was right wing, if I was paranoid. There, I just attacked the right wing. I'm harmful. This is what conservatives are talking about. And this is what I've been saying all along. It's like, hey, guys, it happens to me too. It's algorithms. And if enough right-wing wackos complain about my channel or thumbs down or report my videos, etc., this is harmful to community standards. I doubt very much that a specialist has spent much time looking over my channel, because if they did, they'd realize, hey, everybody, flowers, rainbows. That's not true. This is true. They've deplatformed the people that I'm fact-checking. I am helping. Hey everybody, thanks for the super chats. You can't give me super chats right now. I don't know. This takes a huge chunk of my income off the table. A huge chunk. Hey, producer Joanna. So I guess I'm just going to have to push people towards the PayPal and the Venmo. No more super chats. Part of the motivation of doing all that I do on YouTube, I wake up, I do the Facts and Friends. If there's a news conference, I do the news. Part of it is I just want to do it. I like you people. I like to spread truth. I like to see what's going on. I'm watching this anyway. I'd like to share this with you. Part of the motivation, and I'll be honest, is one of those videos might take off, and I'll make $100 on it. I'll make $200. I'll pay for some food. I get money from the PayPal. I get the money from Venmo. And here's the ironic thing, is that with Super Chat, with the ad revenue and the Super Chat, YouTube gets a portion of that money. With the ad revenue, those ads that you see before my videos, YouTube keeps 50% of that. With Super Chat, they keep 20%, 25%. I forget exactly what it is. Somebody will know. But I don't. Here's the thing. The advertising dollars, I like that because that doesn't come out of your pocket. That's just your eyebrows. Trust me, I appreciate everybody who puts in a penny or shares my video with somebody else. That's all good. I'm just trying to figure out why. Just let me know what in one of my videos was harmful. Tobacco-related content. Let's move on here. Tobacco-related content. Venmo doesn't charge. Thank you, Kimchi, coming through with the super hearts. At some point, I gotta figure out what the super hearts are. Thank you, Kimchi. Maybe I'll just do Twitter and just do super hearts, because if you get enough super charts, I have looked at the super hearts a little bit. You have to get like 80,000 or something like that. I might be getting close on that, and then they become worth a few pennies, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Kimchi. But yeah, Venmo, PayPal, that seems to be Kimchi, another super heart, unless it's just duplicating itself. Thank you so much, Kimchi, for the super hearts. Tobacco related content. I'm not even going to open that up. Adult themes in family content. Again, I can't help that I'm being sexy all the time. It's a curse. Oh, we did talk about New Jersey giving smokers the vaccine ahead of other people who may not smoke. And that all you have to do is say that you're a smoker and you can get the vaccine in Jersey and also, I think, Mississippi. So, content that promotes tobacco and tobacco. There it is. There it is, people. I pointed out that in New Jersey, actually, Rick M. pointed out that in New Jersey, where he lives, if you're a smoker, you can get the COVID vaccine. I think Mississippi is the same way. It might be Missouri. It's one of the M's down there somewhere. Harmful. Remember when I said, everyone, listen up, move to New Jersey and say that you smoke. I remember specifically not telling anyone to actually smoke. I just said, say that you smoke. So I don't know if promoting lying about tobacco use is harmful. It might be, because that's not an exhaustive list. It's every one of these is underneath non-exhaustive. It's non-exhaustive. Did we talk about 9/11? I don't know that we've done that. Check PayPal, says Marcy. Oh, Marcy, did you send me money? Guys, I'm not even asking for money right now. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'll give you a ding if you did. Hold on. Let me go. PayPal's been delayed for me too. You got money. Marcy, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marcy. Just sent me some PayPal money. I appreciate that. I think just about all of that money goes to me. So thank you so much. We talked about 9/11 on 9/11. I don't know that I promoted 9/11. Let's go back to 9/11. Let's see. We did talk about 9/11. Violence, was that 9/11? Violence is you can't, fleeting violence. Now, we did talk about the insurrection. We spent 16 hours talking about the insurrection. That is journalistic news coverage of the events of the day. That's supposed to be allowed. Violence of standard video gameplay, where it's mildly graphic. Death or tragedy. Non-graphic depiction of dead bodies in educational context. That's what we do. That's allowed. Street fights. Only certain brands, if you could do other things, you should turn off the content. If I'm showing dead bodies or ultra-graphic injuries such as decapitations and amputee operations. If I've shown you decapitations, it's inadvertent, guys. I know some of you in the chat room are just like, come on, show us some more decapitations. Oh, I can actually show you guys a decapitation right now. Hold on, because I'm not monetized right now, I'm going to start showing you guys decapitations. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh no! Oh no, I've been decapitated! Oh no, YouTube! This is so harmful! Help! I've been decapitated! That probably just looked like I was just wearing an American flag. That I was just behind an American flag. Hold on, I can fix that. Hold on, it's the parasites in the urine. It's the unicorn urine is what it is. I can make that even better. Hold on. Hold on, because I can do this. Where is it? What happened? Oh, there we go. There. See? Now it's going to look ultra realistic. Here it comes, kids. Don't be scared, okay? This is just a depiction, but it's harmful. Oh no! This man has been decapitated. Everybody help! Look out! Graphic violence, terrorism. Probably not helping my case here for reapplication. Did that look cool? Did it look cool when I had no head? Did you guys like that? I want to get rid of the green screen because it looks weird when it's halfway down. Hold on, everybody. Okay. All right. So that. Thank you, Shelley. I'm glad you were scared. Did I harm you? Because I can harm you right now. Because I've been demonetized. I'm harmful. You lost your mind during the Trump administration. Does that count as decapitation? The only thing I can figure is the fact that What? Did I change the camera? Did I get taller? Speaking of decapitated. See? Now I'm decapitated. That enough people, because people complained when I put up the fact checks, people complain, and they get demonetized, and I get that. And by people, I mean right-wingers. They complain, and they're, oh, this is against community standards. It's not. I've looked at the community standards very carefully. I've read every word. Part of the reason that I believe that I'm kind of good at what I do is I have very high reading comprehension. I can't spell, but what I read absorbs. So my son called, and his first question was, why is Kevin yelling? Because I was decapitated. Do you realize how difficult it is to yell when you don't have a mouth? You have to. So that's what's going on, kids. So this is a free broadcast. I mean, it's always a free broadcast. But there's no advertisers on this broadcast. I don't know what else to tell you. So for a month, I will not make any money off of this. Not that I was a millionaire anyway. Not that I was taking in 10 grand. Not that I'm some kind of Hal Sparks. But, like, Hal does the same stuff I do. I don't know. Maybe Hal's not monetized. Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our friend Hal Sparks here. Hal Sparks. Okay. And he's live right now. Let's see if there's an ad before him right here. There's no ad, so maybe he's depending. And I mean, I've heard this story 1,000 times. YouTubers, you can't depend on YouTube to make a living because you never know when you're going to get demonetized because you're harmful. Now, if it had been something, if there was something that, oh, hey, you're using other people's copyrighted material. You're using, sometimes we'll watch Hal Sparks for a couple minutes. If it was that, I'd understand. I get it. I'll cut back. In 30 days, we'll talk again. I just don't get how I'm harmful. I don't know. What this means for your channel. How to monetize again. So in 30 days, I can reapply for monetization. So someone remind me, that'll be the 2nd of March, I guess. Oh, no. Stupid February with its 28 days. It'll be the 5th of March. How's everyone else? Thank you. And by the way, if you'd like to support me, thank you very much. Those of you who are patrons, Allison, your $25 will hit at some point. It usually takes a few days for it to be processed, and then I get it, and I appreciate that. So every month at the beginning of the month, if you're and the sad thing is, well, it's not sad. It's just I got so many plans. I got things to do. You guys are so great, and I love sharing this, and I want more people to watch and see. And oh yeah. I don't even have a plan for this broadcast because I just went and got a COVID test. I just sniffed. That was totally unintentional too. I mean, it wasn't. I did intend to sniff, but I wasn't even thinking about it. A little bit stuffy, and about 2:30 today, the wall just hit me. But I had a vaccine for shingles. Shingles, not the COVID vaccine. Shingles. Oh, let's get rid of. There we go. I got the shingles vaccine 2 days ago. And yesterday, I was knocked out for a good few hours. And I felt better this morning, and then it got to about 2:30 today, and I was just like, I am done. But I had to go and do a COVID test anyway. It is like, what is happening that there are all these right-wingers who are making so much money on YouTube and I'm harmful. It's just insane. It's just insane. Do I want them to get rid of Section 230? No, of course not. But there must be a better process. That, you know what? When I have a copyright strike, and I understand this is all computers doing this, when I have a copyright strike or something like, oh, this song belongs to somebody else, they send you a notification and it says, this song, YMCA, was played at 1824 to 1837. And oh, that's what happened. That's what they're talking about. I fix. Problem solved, right? With this, just here we go, monetization page. Where is it? My monetization page. Well, someone's reviewed, one of our experts has reviewed it. Harmful content. Your channel contains the following: harmful content. What harmful? We just looked through all the things they list, but it's not an exhaustive list. It could be, again, probably just the general sexiness. Hi, Pumpkin Pie. Hey, Garden. Hi, Chuck. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Marcy. The funny thing is, I'm not that upset by it, because when you're a YouTuber, you sort of expect this. This just out of the blue. It's frustrating because I don't know why. Just tell me why. If I'm not allowed to talk about 9/11 ever again, okay, but you say that I can, and in this context, and it's fine. Every time you monetize a video, you tell them, okay, this contains swear words, or okay, this contains information about COVID, or whatever it is. This contains graphic violence, and they tell you, this is safe for ads, this isn't safe for ads. But who reviewed my videos? And what video did they find that was so bad? I can change. How's everybody else? We're not even talking about anything today, because this is just about demonetization. Too sexy for YouTube. That should have been the thumbnail that I used. Too sexy for YouTube. We can make that. We can make that together. Hold on. I can fix that. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Boom. Too sexy for... What happened? YouTube. Hold on. Oh, I know why. Give me a second here. Do this. Stop it. Okay, now my computer's just frozen. Can't stop it. This and all, and here we go. We'll do that. No, not 1,000. Stop it, YouTube. I'm blaming YouTube for everything. No, not that, obviously. This? No, I gotta bring it better. Let's try 150. There we go. You. Too sexy for you. Oh my God. Learn how to type, Kevin. There we go. And then we'll make the other one smaller. First we have to say yes to that one and do this one, and every time. This has got to be smaller. Sorry, Kev, this can't stand. We'll just make this smaller. Hope you guys are chatting in the chat room by yourself, because this has got to be ultra boring. Too sexy for YouTube. Let's get rid of some of those explanation points. It's too many. It's really, 3 is good. There we go. And then we're going to have to move that all over. This is what I go through. See, this is the kind of thing I do for you. Because, this is kind of somewhat how I make a living. Not anymore, it's not. Sorry, Kevin Lee daughter, you wanted your gluten-free food? That's expensive. Okay, there we go. So there's my new thumbnail. I actually kind of like it. Have I been hawking space lasers again? Only to the Jewish friends that we have in the room. In fact, Joanna... Joanna she's Jewish, but she's not one of the Rothfield Jews. See, there's Hasidic, and there's Rothfield, and then there's laser Jews, and she's not part of the laser Jews, which is unorthodox as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Allison, thank you. Guys, I'm not. Allison just sent me PayPal for some more money, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not asking for that right now, guys. I'm just discussing that, but I'm not going to refuse it either, because I mean, they're just kicking. Last month was like, I don't know, $500, something like that. No, more than that, because that didn't include the super chats. So I don't know. You guys were great last month too, and the January 6th was a whole fiasco. I better get my money for the time that I actually was monetized. I don't know if I will or not. I should look into that, because that was money that I earned under the policy. I don't know. But thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. So, I mean, just a rough estimate. That's probably $700-800 last month that I'm just not going to get. I mean, it could be a lot less. I don't know. That's the thing, is you don't know until you then at the end, and you're like, oh, thank you. You have no way of keeping track of that. You don't. There's no way of verifying it. It's just, they just say, this is how much you get, and you say, thank you. And then you say, hey kids, go smoke. There's nothing we can do. There's literally nothing. This is what I went through last time. I was demonetized for 6 months because of copyrighted content of video of NBC footage that I was in. There was nobody I could just send a quick email. Hey, take a look at that guy. Okay, that episode of Grimm. That's me. This is part of my business. This is what I do. This is a promotional video for me. I'm not showing you the entire episode of Grimm. I'm showing you the 30 seconds of me beating up some kid on the show. That's what it was. It's because I beat up that kid on the show. No, you can't complain to YouTube. Yeah, I broadcast for 16 hours on the day of the insurrection during the Dribble War. I broadcast for 16 hours straight. And I don't know whether... In fact, I think that was demonetized. I don't even remember. I mean, we can look. Let's see. Because it cut off after 9 hours anyway. Let's see. Content. We can go back to live. That was January 6th. Let's see. January 5th. Okay, so they changed that, and it's interesting. 18 plus only on that particular day. So they made it adult only, which, okay, so that makes sense. That was the day of the insurrection. There's a copyright claim on that one as well. What is that? What's the copyright claim for? Oh, the BBC. That's right. And I can't edit it. I can't take it out, so there's nothing I can do. We showed the video that the BBC showed of the compilation of people storming the Capitol, and they claimed it as copyrighted, and that's completely valid. Here's another one. Election night, I was partially blocked. From a copyright claim. What was it? Owner of the only... I can't dispute it. Owner of the Lonely Heart. We went to the campaign headquarters for... What's her face? The robot who just ran in Georgia. Kelly Loeffler. We went to the campaign headquarters, and they were playing Owner of the Lonely Heart, Owner of the Broken Heart. And just those few seconds of that, it's 12 seconds. 12 seconds of that playing in the background of the news channel that we were watching, that got me a copyright strike, and it looks like I can't... There's nothing I can do. I can dispute it, but again, what for now? I'm demonetized, so... And who's going to watch that video now? That's from, let's see, how many people partially blocked? Okay, so 700 people watched that video. On election night in Georgia, 700 people, which I feel good about. I mean, I think we shared some time together. That was 6.5 hours worth of coverage, by the way. Right now, 47 people are watching. No, sorry, 47 people have watched. 29 people are watching, which is not a tremendous amount, but that's enough. We're having a conversation. There are always more people watching than there are in the chat room. I mean, that's just logic. I don't really have to explain that. But there are a lot of people who watch delayed. There's probably people who started watching this. Let's hold on. I got to update this. I want to update it with my Too Sexy while we're at it. Too Sexy for YouTube. I'm going to save that as. Give me a second. Make it a JPEG, and we'll call it Too Sexy for YouTube. Too sexy for monetization. That is the least sexy man on YouTube right there, is what that is. Look at that triple chin. By the way, kids, I don't know if anyone's interested. I said I was going to lose weight this year. I did that whole January New Year's resolution. As of this morning, I've now lost 9 pounds. So I'm happy about that. And I'm going to lose even more now because I'm not making any money from YouTube, so I can't afford food. So, I'm kidding. I'm fine. I'm fine, everybody. Hold on, let me change the thumbnail here. And then anybody who comes across my channel in a couple of minutes should see the new... Here it is. Save that. I love that. Too sexy for YouTube. Now let's go check it out on my channel in a second. It's got to update. It takes a second to update. Hey, Robert. Hey, LP. Good to see you. Chuck's already saying, thanks for the words. Make more of those air-fried potatoes. I should. Potatoes are so cheap. I don't eat enough potatoes. And here's why. Lately, I do have potatoes. I have some potatoes in the kitchen of the wonderful kitchen that they allow me to use. And I try not to get dirty. Okay, let's go to my channel, and hopefully it's updated there. Too sexy for YouTube! I love it. Potatoes are wonderful. I've been trying to eat, so I eat a salad, and you've seen me make my salads. I throw just all the vegetables, whatever, a little soy chorizo, something for some flavor. I get the pre-mixed salads at Grocery Outlet. They're cheaper there. Yes, they're spoiled, but if you plug your nose from the COVID, you don't taste anything. I should have just gone with, since I've lost my sense of taste and smell the last couple of weeks. No idea why. Speaking of which, if you're just joining us, producer Joanna, if she's still in the room, producer Joanna's 20-year-old daughter has got COVID. She's in Philadelphia, lives by herself, has reportedly been very careful. Has it. So please, please, please do not take chances with this thing. Oh, she not only has it, but she's sick with it. Not hospital sick, but sick with the symptoms of COVID. So I'm hoping that I'm sure she'll be fine. She's 20 years old. Yes, bad things can happen, but the odds of that are very, very, very low. So she should be just fine. But if you are the kind of person who prays, to say a prayer for her. But I haven't eaten a potato in a while. I really should eat more potatoes. That's the end of that story. This is, by the way, this is kind of conversation you're going to get because I'm trying not to be harmful. Now, if you happen to be with big broccoli and I'm telling everybody to eat potatoes and not the broccoli, if you're with big wasabi, I'm coming for you. Because wasabi is harmful. It is not edible. You've been killing yourself with the wasabi all these years. Did you know that your body cannot digest wasabi? It stays in your body. It's like helium. It never leaves. That wasabi is now integrated with your cellular structure. Just so you know. Tater tot nachos are excellent for gaining weight. Actually, I do eat broccoli. I don't mind broccoli at all. I throw it into my, I'm just going to call them magic salads. Robert says, also, I'm a chef, so if you need to know a few recipes, let me know. I certainly will. Here's the way I chef. I take something, and I just throw a bunch of stuff on it. I pimp it up, as they call it, in the show Black Monday on Showtime. I think that's where I got that from. I mean, it's a standard expression. I pimp things up. I take a salad, I pimp it up with a few other things to make it tasty. Thanks for the word. Says, watch out, McDonald's is going to come after you now for being harmful to their fry sales. Yeah. Danielle, you love wasabi. If moderator Danielle's in the room, can you please give yourself a timeout for saying that you love wasabi? Again, harmful. We're trying to avoid harmful things right now, Danielle. You're not helping. UNO, and this is the right attitude here. I just read the first sentence of his chat. This is the right attitude to have. Assume everyone has COVID. Take precautions. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Stop touching your face. And no unnecessary travel. Marcy is 13% wasabi. Here's the insidious thing about the wasabi. You don't know it, but it's double. That's the way wasabi works. You're 26% wasabi. And if it comes right down to it, I got some nitroglycerin, which, kids, if you get the chance, you do some nitroglycerin. I can't even joke about that. Do not take nitroglycerin if you have not been prescribed nitroglycerin. Thanks for the word. So it took Twitter 6 years to determine Trump was harmful, but you 2 months. Seems legit. Thank you, but I've been doing this quite a bit longer than 2 months. When did I start, guys? When did I start doing this live streaming stuff? What, probably June or August? June, July? Anyway. So several other controversial figures, because I'm controversial now, still have their YouTube channel. I don't want to get too much into it. I just wish if there's a specialist from YouTube actually watching this, just tell me what did I do? How am I harmful? I'm happy to change being. I don't want to be harmful. I mean well. I'm not even going to read what Marcy said because that's harmful. Love myself some sushi and sashimi. Honestly, though, sushi, uncooked sushi, sashimi, more harmful than this guy right here. And people pay for that. Now, that not being said, what am I trying to say? Lizzie says you're not harmful. People probably complained. And that's very likely. I do get my fair share of couch in here. Oh, you know what? And dag nabbit, the impeachment trial is coming up. I'm going to miss I'm not going to be able to monetize the entire impeachment proceedings. And in a month, nobody's going to care. Come on, YouTube. Kevin Taylor Green. David, does Snopes get demonetized? Is the Snopes channel demonetized? Are you, I know you guys got the videos going on. Oh, Snopes founder lives in Tacoma. Is that you? That's David, the Snopes founder. Hold on. That's fine.
On the north end of
Snopes
Tacoma,
founder. Are we outing you right now? That's
fishing
David.
out the truth of
That's our friend David right there.
Not so important question.
Did you guys hear that? I can't.
Is Baron Trump a chess grandmaster?
As the founder and head of Snopes, a long-standing fact-checking company, his job, in part, is Tacoma. David Mickelson is fishing out the truth of the important and not so important questions.
Is Baron Trump a chess grandmaster?
I thought, I didn't hear the beginning of that. I thought, David, maybe you dreamed of being a chess grandmaster, and I'd be like, Ryan, sorry. Dyslexia. I do have a Patreon channel. It's kevinleefather.com. kevinleefather.com, and you go to Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute there, you're very welcome to do so. I appreciate that. But I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm really going to have to start hawking that for the impeachment trial, because I will cover the impeachment trial one way or the other. You can totally see that I've lost the 9 pounds. It's the black. It's very slimming. And if I use that other camera, where's the other camera? If I switch to the other camera, because of the fisheye, I look even slimmer. So that's the thing, is I haven't actually lost any weight. I've just been buying camera after camera. What else about our friend David here?
As the founder and head of Snopes, a long-standing fact-checking company, his job, in part, is to get to the bottom of the rumor mill on the World Wide Web.
Suddenly yesterday...
I like that little bit of audio there. Just David grunting. Listen, David, can you hear that?
As the founder and head of Snopes, a long-standing fact-checking company, his job, in part, is to get to the bottom of the rumor mill.
Nah. What is that? We're not going to talk about Barron. We do not talk about the kids. But no, he's not a great chess man. I'm guessing. David, you want to clear that up? Should we go to Snopes and take a look? I should put that in my description? You mean the description in the YouTube channel? Do I not have that? I think I do, but that's not my channel. That's Hal Sparks. I should just be Hal Sparks. Problem solved. I got to do a Venmo thing. I got to do a PayPal thing. I got to do kevinleefather.com, like right across the top. You know what I should put? Demonetized by YouTube. David Mickelson claims that that Barron Trump is not a chess grandmaster, and that is because George Soros told him to say that. So, I mean, you can't really trust him. That's the problem. George is going to send his laser after you, David. I can tell you that right now.
What else? The World Wide Web.
Yeah. Suddenly yesterday, like 20 different accounts all tweeted this same.
I'm not interested. Where's that?
To dig into random conspiracies that he found.
Did you let King 5 into your house, David?
Interesting.
Oh, this is from 2018, back when people could go into houses. I like this. This is David. If you know David, David has a house strictly so that he has places to put his books. That's it. He will upgrade his house based on how many books he has. Wait, isn't that... Producer Joanna, you were talking about that Pretend It's a City. Fran Lebowitz. Isn't Fran Lebowitz, doesn't she buy houses based on the number? David, you and Fran Lebowitz, you're the same person. That's awesome, though. What books are we looking at there? I can't even tell. What books are those, David? Joanna loves wasabi. Well, anyone who loves wasabi can't love me. That's all there is to it. Sorry. It's not going to work out. Anybody? Marcy? Never happening. They're not real books. They're fake books. Of course they're fake books. It's Snopes.
Trying to put together what was like an encyclopedic reference for urban legends. I mean, things like, was Walt Disney frozen? Those kinds of things.
As the internet grew and theories spread, he followed what others found interesting.
Like the 2008.
By the way, is this harmful? Am I harming anyone? David, am I harming you right now by showing this?
Election was huge, in terms of traffic for us.
That's when now President Trump led a movement claiming former President Barack Obama was not born in the United States.
I mean, there are
what? I hadn't heard about that.
Ancillary evidence like the birth announcements in the Hawaii newspapers. I mean, how do you explain that away, that somebody, 47 years in advance had the foresight to plant these phony notices
because that's the kind of evil that they are. It's hurting you to watch this because it was so many years ago. This is 2018 that we're watching now. We were looking for your Snopes channel, and I don't even know Snopes. It didn't come up. It just came up with videos. It didn't give an option of the channel. Is the channel even there? Is it shut down? I don't even know. I forget now why we were doing that. Not that it matters. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm still allowed to take a look at Hannity or Fox and Friends. And if so, I just feel like, Here's the thing. It's not the point. I can't ask, what's the point of this? The point is, it's stuff I'm doing anyway, and I'd rather share it with you people. And you people seem to be like good people. Those of you who don't like wasabi. Producer Joanna, just a terrible human being. Sorry, I mean, I'm just being honest. And that's what I think you expect from me, is honesty. Hey, Yoshi, good to see you. Can I appeal it? In 1 month, in 30 days, I can apply again for monetization. But I've gone through this before. They don't tell you what you were doing wrong. They just approve you or don't approve you. If someone is doing something harmful, I've read everything, and then I went through it again with you guys. I don't see anything in the harmful section that I'm doing. If I am doing something wrong, because what I do is I make YouTube money too. They get 50% of the ad revenue. When you guys send me super chats, they get a chunk of that as well. So I'm making money for YouTube. I'm a partner with YouTube. That's what you're called. You're called a YouTube partner. If a partner is doing something wrong and you do have a specialist looking at it, let them know what it is. Babe just said, marking myself safe from Kevin Lee Harm. Changing my Twitter handle, Kevin Lee Harmer. Davey Davi says, I think it's Davi, right? I had some copyright charge on my channel and it closed down completely. Ouch. Sorry, Davi. There should be a 420 Blaze On. Kevin Lee Daughter just walked in. So there, right there, harmful. Have you been watching? Did you know I got demonetized?
For what?
For being harmful.
In total?
In totality, harmful. Totality,
no, like
harmful.
Your whole channel can't get any more money?
Yep. Harmful.
Man,
Sorry, I hit the mic there with my cans. Headphones are called cans in the industry. But I'm not in the industry anymore because I've been demonetized. What'd you say?
What the hell is this? Do you have a remote to control the camera?
No, but we can get a remote to control the camera. Are you going to make videos right now?
No, I'm just going to take pictures.
Okay.
Okay.
Kevin Lee Daughter is going to take pictures.
Bye.
Don't take too many pictures because we can't afford the film anymore because I've been demonetized.
That's funny.
It's
not a film
it's
camera.
digital. She has. Do you even know what a film camera is? Have you ever?
Yeah, I've been shot on film.
Okay, and you saw somebody like wind the. If somebody gave you an old Canon and some film, would you know how to make that work?
No, but I can figure it out.
Do you know what a canister of film looks like?
Yeah, it's black. And like shiny. And like rolly.
Okay.
Oh, but it's in like a Kodak. Yeah, I know exactly what a roll of film looks like.
It's in a Kodak. Yes, it is in a Kodak. That is correct. Shh, that was way so loud. I don't know why that. Oh, because I don't have my headphones on. Usually I have my headphones on, and the bell isn't that loud. See, we're figuring things out, and I apologize to anybody whose hearing I have harmed during these past few months. PayPal's fine. Venmo's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This channel's gone 0 days without harm. We were at 0 days without harm until What's-Her-Face walked in there and encouraged everybody to 420 Blaze On. Only if you're using it medicinally. Then it's fine. Look at you, David. You got all kinds of... You got this... Who checks the fact checkers? Okay, so this is a Fox News segment about you. Do you want to watch this, David? I won't play it. A moment with Tom. What is happening with his eyes? I don't know. But this is not harmful. This can be monetized because Fox News is monetized. You do not want to watch that? We won't watch that then. We won't watch that. How Snopes fights fake news. Okay. So, it's an interview. You did an interview here. All right. Can we live in a world without Snopes? Nerd alert. This is from 3 years ago. The myth debunking website you've known for years could possibly end thanks to a dispute. Now there's a GoFundMe. Oh, that's nice. They pushed your GoFundMe page, so hopefully they helped you out there, David. Okay. What do you guys want to do? I'm like, literally, I was going to take a nap right now is what I was going to do. I was getting home from my COVID test, and I was just going to lay down because you can probably tell I'm a little bit stuffy in my nose. Should we watch something? Should we? I mean, I can end the broadcast too. I mean, what's the point? Babe says, so who's the Judas in here? I don't know. Do we have a Judas? That Babe Putin watched. That's what it was. I harmed Putin. What's wrong with that? I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about, Producer Joanna. Let's have fun. Yes, let's have fun. What are we doing? Whoa. This is interesting. The Babylon Bee satirizes the absurdity of American politics. Snopes doesn't seem to get the joke. I'll watch that later. The Babylon Bee tries to be the Onion. And that's the end of what I'm going to say because I don't want to harm anyone's feelings at the Babylon Bee. Let's watch something funny. We should just watch TikTok together. Somebody just sent me some more PayPals. Ayers, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So loud. How do you guys stand for that? Isn't that annoying? No wonder your dogs go nuts. I didn't realize it's the bell, isn't it? The bell is harmful. I'll put the bell under. I'll put the bell behind the green screen. There. It doesn't work at all now. God, that's loud. So thank you very much to Marcy. Thank you very much to Ayers. Appreciate you both. YouTube cannot block that money, so that's a nice thing. What else? Okay. Okay, 424. She needs the camera battery. Do I have I have lots of camera batteries. If you're watching, come back in. Kevinly daughter, come back in. I have camera batteries. Haha. She knows what a film canister is. So that's, I think, my job. I've done well. But isn't it weird? When was the last time anybody actually bought film? Hannity crushing. Did we watch? I think we watched Hannity last night. Maybe we didn't. Again, you just have to watch Hannity once, and it's the same thing over and over again. Did we watch Hannity? I think we did. I think Matt Gaetz was on Hannity last night, and I wanted to see Rick. I think we did. We watched a little bit of Fox and Friends this morning. Again, I'm going to get demonetized for being too sexy if I can't keep that little thumbnail up right there. Let's just go see what's on. Let's go to C-SPAN. We haven't gone to C-SPAN in a second here. Hopefully it won't be too harmful. Rules Committee approves rule on removing Representative Green from House. Oh, this could be interesting. Keep in mind, everyone's talking about this Taylor Greene and all the wackiness is going on. Important thing to remember about her and Matt Gaetz and Jim Jordan and Louis Gohmert and all of them's, Lauren Boebert, all of them's, they're irrelevant. They are. They have no power, except in very special unconstitutional situations. And when I say unconstitutional, it means constitutional. They don't matter. They're in the minority in the House. The Democrats have the majority. Anything that Matt Gaetz says or does doesn't matter for at least 2 years. But the more he says, the more likely it is that the Democrats will continue to control the House, especially if things go well for Joe. Let's take a look here. It's a virtual hearing. Okay, let's go back. That's Chairman McGovern. Let's pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance. That's a copyright violation right there. Please don't report me.
Met with them. We all know
that. So in 30 days, I'll either get monetized again, or by that time, they'll have just taken my channel down.
The pain and the anguish that they have had to deal with. And when a person encourages it, when a person encourages talk about shooting a member in the head, they should lose the right to serve on any committee.
Oh, come on, be fair.
That shouldn't be a radical idea. The action
This guy needs to be demonetized. That is harmful talk right there.
That we are taking here today isn't about partisanship. It is not about canceling anybody with a different political belief. It is about accountability and about upholding the integrity and the decency of this institution. Now, if this isn't the bottom line, I don't know where the hell the bottom line is.
He is so Massachusetts.
None
How
of
is
us
that
get to
partisanship?
decide for the voters who they send to Congress. But as members of this body and as leaders of this country, it is our responsibility to set standards of conduct for those we serve with.
Okay.
That is especially important when somebody crosses the line into violence. Removing Congressman Jefferson and Congressman King from committees was the right thing to do then. Removing Congresswoman Green is the right thing to do now. And I regret that we are going to have to do it to the Rules Committee rather than the party leadership level. Nonetheless, we are going to do this.
It's going to be a wicked party.
This is not a debate about a difference in policy or even ideology. It is about what she said.
Yeah, so let's just take a look at the difference between the two people here. He has a mask that says "End Hunger Now." Harmful. She has a mask that says "Trump won." And the people that believe her mask stormed the Capitol and killed a police officer, and 2 more ended up killing themselves. What's harmful? Does she have a YouTube channel?
It quite frankly diminishes not only her office, but this entire institution. And we must act.
Good night, Davi. Get some
There
good
must be
sleep.
accountability.
Davi, I'm sorry if I harmed you today. I feel really badly about that.
I don't think this is, I hope I hope.
All right, let's go find a wacko.
Committing slurs, degrading those with special needs, endorsing violence against.
This is another Democrat.
Is, that's
members of this committee.
I think this is all going to be Democrats here. Let's
Republican
see if there's
leadership.
I'm here to defend the process of the House.
this is, I don't know who this is, but she's got a mask around her ear, so I'm guessing she's a Democrat. But all it says is witness table 1, so she's in witness table 1. Anybody? Does anybody know who this is?
And within this House,
As long as you file those complaints anonymously, I think we're in good shape. Davi, thank you for your complaints.
the integrity of the Ethics Committee, and the functions of the majority and minority parties. The Committee on Ethics is unique. The committee rules, in fact, recognize the importance of the unique way this committee functions. I would like to read directly from the committee rule book. From the foreword on page 1.
Why does she have George Papadopoulos in the background? What is he doing there?
The Committee on Ethics is unique in the House of Representatives.
Well, since I've been pardoned, I thought I'd just walk around the Capitol just infecting people.
Consistent with
He's got a mask on. It's not George Papadopoulos, by the way. I don't mean to harm George Papadopoulos in any manner whatsoever.
the duty to carry out its advisory and enforcement responsibilities in an impartial manner. The committee is the only standing committee of the House of Representatives, the membership of which is divided evenly by party. These rules are intended to provide a fair procedural framework for the conduct of the committee's activities to help ensure
What is he doing with the door now? The door is now ajar. He's holding the door ajar.
that the committee serves well the people of the United States, the House of Representatives, and the members, officers, and employees of the House of Representatives. The committee works best in a collegial and bipartisan manner. In fact, during the 113th, 114th, 115th, and 116th Congresses, all votes taken in the investigative subcommittees were unanimous. The Republicans and Democrats serving on these subcommittees were in agreement. All of the work of the committee, completed by its sitting members, the members who are asked to serve in the investigative subcommittees, and the committee's professional and nonpartisan staff, all of the work.
Boy, the Rules Committee is the worst of the committees in terms of viewership. LP, you feel sick? What if I got COVID 1 week after my second vaccine? That would be not okay with me. Wait, are you all vaccinated, LP? That's not fair. Unless you're, supposed to be vaccinated.
Is accomplished by bipartisan cooperation. And the work of the Ethics Committee is extensive. In the
They have no clue that she's live streaming right now.
116th Congress alone,
But you know what? I bet they're doing meetings like this all day, every day. So just another somebody in a meeting.
the committee commenced or continued
He checks things out before he leaves. Let me just survey. This is me surveying.
investigative fact gatherings regarding 50 separate investigative matters, impaneled 6 investigative subcommittees, held 32.
Oh, you're a nurse, LP. All right, so my sister's a nurse, which gives me the impression that you want to watch the Brady Bunch because she always wanted to watch the Brady Bunch when I was watching Spider-Man. LP, how do you feel about wasabi?
Investigative subcommittee meetings.
We're taught 40% of the discussion today is about wasabi. Allison, I'm supposed to be vaccinated, but they keep running out. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Allison. That's gotta suck. Allison, where are you again? That they're running out of. By the way, they're running out of COVID vaccine all over the place. But there should be many, many more vaccines coming.
Filed 5 reports with the House.
That is so Jan of my sister.
Totaling over 3,300 pages regarding various investigative matters.
Allison's in New Jersey. They're running out of vaccine in New Jersey. Well, here's your problem. Way too many people in New Jersey.
Publicly addressed.
Oh, you know what the problem in New Jersey is? They're giving it to smokers. And they're giving it to people who just say that they're smokers because they watched my broadcast and I am harmful. The judges agree.
Addressing 16 matters resolved 24 additional matters.
Okay, this is just,
The committee has
Is it in the rules?
Back
The
to
role of the
McGovern.
Ethics Committee.
And why we're here today.
Go on.
This is Democrats.
And the inaction of Republicans.
Okay, so without listening to her saying inaction of Republicans, just looking at her, minority female, Democrat. That's all there is to it. Is there a minority female Republican in the House? I don't know that there is. Although they were certainly bragging after the election. Look how many women's we have. I'm curious, actually, at this point, guys. I'm going to look it up.
I am confused as to how long should
yes,
we
technically, all the Republicans in the House are minorities and irrelevant. Not that kind of minorities. This is going to be hard to Google.
expect to wait for Republicans to take action on something so deplorable. To quote Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, loony lies and conspiracy theories are a cancer. I would go farther than that. They are dangerous and a threat to our domestic security. Anyone who conducts themselves in such a manner should not be legitimized by holding a platform on committees of national.
Out of the 200 and some Republicans in the House, 33 are women or minorities. 33. Women make up more than 50% of the population. But out of the House Republicans, what is that? 15 to 16%, somewhere in there. 15 to 16% are women or minorities. Truly minorities at that point. It doesn't say, the article that I just pulled up in the Washington Post doesn't say whether any of the women are minorities, but the odds are good that there are one or two minority women in the House, besides all of them that are minority.
National importance. Let me be clear. Anyone who tarnishes the memory of the children who died at Sandy Hook by saying the massacre was staged is not fit to serve on any House committee. Anyone who chases a child, a survivor of the Parkland shooting, for the mean-spirited purpose of harassing, intimidating, and belittling a child by shouting at them in public and calling them cowards while videotaping the exchange, does not deserve to craft policy on the committee that determines how to educate and keep our children safe.
She's very upset about something, and this is exactly why we don't allow women in the House. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That was harmful. I'm trying not to be harmful. That's not to be harmful. But since I'm banned right now for making any money on YouTube, I can say stuff like that. Post-traumatic Kraft dinner. Americans' Kraft dinner is what Canadians rightfully, correctly call Kraft mac and cheese. It's called Kraft dinner in Canada, and we eat it with ketchup.
Think about that. Regrettably, the trauma caused by this mass shooting, a horrific event, led to the unfortunate suicide of... Okay,
so out of the House is almost evenly divided, but the Democrats control the House, so they've got a couple of extra. So right now there's 27% of the House are women. Of Republicans, we've already learned that's 33 or up to 33 because some of them are minorities. Well, okay, I'm going to find an exact figure because that article was not helpful. Let's see who else is talking here.
It's not Ronald Reagan's GOP.
Okay, Mary Gay Scanlon is Democrat. She's brilliant, by the way. Do you want me to delay the impeachment trial until you can get demonetized? Yeah, if you remonetized. Thank you. Yes, David, if you could talk to George about that and have Mr. Soros, I called him George like I'm on a first name basis with him. Ridiculous. If you could just have a word with Mr. Soros and have him delay it until I'm remonetized, I would appreciate that. And or if you would have him finally send me the check that I've been waiting for all these years, that would also help. Let's listen to Mary because she's
Thank
very
you, gentlemen, very much.
Conspiracy theories.
Wait, who's
One way or
this?
the other. I'm just saying that the question needs.
We must hold
Wait,
members.
is this the Republican frat boy?
I supported and worked for someone else in the
Asking right now. Is Mr.
I'd like to echo the sentiment of Ranking Member Cole. I would like to just draw.
Oh, did Cole speak before? Because Cole's Republican. We might go listen. Yeah, this is I believe this is the kid from Pennsylvania whose name eludes me at the moment. I could be wrong. There's 50 states, but I think that's who he is. Let's listen.
Attention to the fact that we do need to look at the precedent setting for a statute of limitation. To my knowledge, when we've done this in the past, it's been for comments that have been made while the member was in office. I just think I'm not advocating one way or the other. I'm just saying that the question needs.
No, you need to advocate one way or the other. What he's saying is if you made the comments before you were in office, because Marjorie Taylor Greene said that Nancy Pelosi should be shot in the head a year ago, or 6 months ago, or 2 months ago, there's got to be some kind of statute of limitations. By the way, did he say statute of limitations?
To my knowledge, when we would like to just
Go to Mr. Rushenthaler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, that's Rushenthaler, or whatever his name is.
Chairman, I appreciate it. I'd like to echo the sentiment of Ranking Member Cole. I would like to just draw attention to the fact that we do
The fact that. Whenever they say the fact that, it's about to not be a fact.
need to look at the precedent setting for a statute of limitation. Member Cole, I would like to just draw attention to the fact that we do need to look at the precedent setting for a statute of limitation.
He says it so quickly it's impossible to tell. If At Random would if At Random would be watching right now, if At Random was watching right now, she would be going nuts about that.
The question that would lead to the question of
every time someone says it on one of the broadcasts, it's statute of limitation. At some point, what I'm saying is, if he said statute of limitations 2 years ago, it shouldn't matter anymore.
when does the ethics committee have jurisdiction? So, for example, if comments are made in that statute of limitations period, whenever it is, when that person is a candidate.
He says it again, and it sure sounds like statute. Am I hearing it wrong, guys?
Do they then get vetted by the ethics committee? These are just questions I am posing.
These are just questions. They're just questions. I ask you, people of Germany, should the Jews own all the business? These are just, should the Jews take away your job? Should we have blood and soil? These are just questions. Just questions. Wow. He's afraid of getting demonetized.
Because if we are going to go down this route, the precedent is set, which would require...
Wasabi peas. LP, what are you talking about, wasabi peas? I haven't been following the conversation that much. I've been looking at the number of females in Congress. Meanwhile, you're abusing the privilege of chatting by mentioning wasabi peas. Unless you're saying the worst thing in the world, wasabi peas. And if that's the case, then judges agree.
statute of limitation. With that, I yield back. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Excellent point, Stephanie. Why have an ethics committee if not for, ethics?
I thank the gentleman very much. I just want to again point out that the gentlewoman from Georgia has doubled down on her comments.
Yeah, she hasn't apologized for the comments. Let's go to what she said this morning because I want to get this right. I actually didn't see her tweet this morning. Twitters. We get Twitters. We get lots and lots of Twitter. Marjorie. She pops up right away, of course. And did she get suspended? Because she doesn't. I follow her and she's not popping up. Guys, did she get suspended from Twitter today? Yeah, they should demonetize her. Everyone should be demonetized as far as I'm concerned. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, okay. No, Twitter was being weird. She's there. Okay. 2 hours ago, raising money. Why doesn't she care? Because of the money. Okay, I'm trying to find the tweet that people are upset about this morning. Let's see if someone just sent me PayPal. Let's find out. Awesome! Thank you very much. Lindsay Gardner, the tennis player, just sent me some money. Thank you very much, Lindsay, if you're watching. Deidre just sent me even more than that. So, Deidre, I like you more than I like Lindsay. That's not true. I love Lindsay like a brother. Here we go. Yay! Thank you very much. Deidre says, I know it's not much, but thank you for being awesome. It is everything, Deidre. I appreciate it. And again, if you're in a position where you can't afford to help me out this month, that's fine. This is free. What I do is free because I care and because I want to harm people. Hi, what can I help you with? With what can I help you? See, I'm helping with people's grammar.
Holmes, you can help me with a small tripod, black.
You want a small
like
black
just-
tripod?
Yeah, like just for when I put a light on it and then twist, because they like have.
Can you guys hear her? I don't know if this is a one-sided conversation. What? I can listen and I know, but the fans want to know. A small tripod? There's that one.
Yeah, but it needs nothing on the top. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Where you screw something in tightly. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
can you unscrew that? One moment, please.
Yeah, maybe I can screw something on top of this.
There's another tripod. Oh,
I don't know where
go into where my recording studio is. That closet.
That might work.
Okay. All right.
I'll look in your studio too.
Yeah, in the closet in the studio, there might be a couple of tripods in the back. Makes it sound like a really big closet. It's not. The back is just behind some clothes, is what the back is. It's a walk-in closet, only in the sense that you can walk into any closet. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm very fortunate. The proprietors are generous beyond explanation, quite frankly. Even if they do like wasabi and are therefore closely related to Satan. It's not just me saying it. It's the judges. Okay.
She's been quite, as a member of Congress, and you can check her Twitter account out to validate that. I'm now yielding to Ms. Scanlon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Listening to our witnesses and the members of this committee, all I can think about is what a terrible...
She's great. This is from this morning. No matter what GOP leader, that's Kevin McCarthy, does, it would never be enough for the hate America Democrats. This is a member of Congress. As much as he genuinely tries to work with Secretary Pelosi for the good of this country, she refuses to see the hypocrisy of her own conference. This is the lady who said that the Jews are burning up the California wildfires with lasers from space in order to put in a high-speed rail system, which, by the way, has been canceled.
Terribly sad day this is for our country and for Congress. But we don't have a choice but to
come back,
deal with this. Historically, the parties have policed themselves. Even as recently as a couple years ago, our Republican colleagues removed a member from committees after he made a series of false and despicable statements. But that was the old GOP. Now, when a member of the House Republican caucus advocates for insurrection, violence against elected officials and children, or promotes fringe conspiracy theories, apparently the Republican Party embraces that member and assigns her to committees where her unhinged beliefs can do the most harm.
Yeah, she's on two committees. She's on the Education Committee. I believe she's on the Budget Committee as well. Kevin McCarthy apparently spoke to the Democrats and said, hey, here's an idea. This is what we do. We take her off the Budget Committee. This is a woman who has denied that the Parkland shooting took place. She thinks it was actors. This is what Marjorie Taylor Greene has advocated in the past, that it's a false flag. In other words, it's just anti-gun rights activists put together the whole thing, and the 14 kids, they faked their death. They're all living comfortably in an island somewhere, funded by George Soros and Nancy Pelosi, with designer ice cream. That's what's going on in Marjorie Taylor Greene's head. Am I being harmful to Marjorie Taylor Greene right now, guys? Because I don't want to be harmful. Anyway, the compromise, Kevin McCarthy said, you know what, maybe she's not on the budget committee for a couple of months. And of course the Democrats said, no, she shouldn't be on any committees. She should be kicked out of Congress. But definitely not just one committee out of two, and leaving her on the Education Committee, the one who denies the school shootings are happening. And from that of course enabled Kevin McCarthy to say, who's the GOP leader, by the way, in the House, that enabled him to say, oh, the Democrats won't work with us. We've approached them with a common sense regional solution. I said regional, but I meant reasonable. Nothing but solid entertainment on the channel when I bend over to pick up the paperclip with which I've been fidgeting.
Apparently, the party of limited government and fiscal responsibility, free markets, and peace through strength has become the party of conspiracy theories and QAnon. And that's not my assessment. That's a draw.
Oh, here's the tweet. I found the tweet everyone's talking about here. Marjorie Taylor Greene, 11 hours ago. We know who they are. We owe them no apologies. We will never back down. We only serve the one who created us all, and we only bow to him. I think she's speaking of Trump. Could be God. I don't know. And we know who we are, free and saved by his grace, no matter what. Never apologize. Never apologize.
Direct quote from Republican Senator John Thune of South Dakota.
Okay.
A Republican Party that endorses the violence and conspiracy theories espoused by the representative from Georgia is not our parents' Republican Party. It's not Ronald Reagan's GOP or the Bush's GOP. And if today's House Republican caucus wants to embrace this behavior, the majority does not. We cannot, because as the bill before us states, this member's behavior does not reflect credibly upon the House. Representative Greene's extensive, detailed, and public history of making dangerous and downright outrageous comments cannot go unaddressed. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle know this. And by refusing to hold a member of their own party accountable, they force us to take the unprecedented but necessary action to stop the spread of conspiracy theories, lies, and hate in Congress. Representative Greene apparently stands for the Republican Party that likes to own the libs on Twitter and fire up the base with misinformation and outright lies, particularly the big lie promoted by the ex-president that his loss of the presidential election was tied to fraud. A blatant...
Yeah, let's go back and watch Cole, because that might actually be interesting.
To establish the fact.
There he is.
This would certainly be an...
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And
different would risk sending members. At the outset that I...
Go ahead.
Standards of conduct for those we serve with. The right thing, the party leadership level.
I don't know what this thing is doing
Nonetheless,
here.
we are going to do this. And let's be clear. This is not a debate about a different
of Congress before they are elected,
guys.
further victimizing those. Today's hearing is on House Resolution 72, a resolution removing Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from her assignments on the Budget Committee and the Education and Labor Committee. I want to be very clear at the outset that I find Congresswoman Greene's comments deeply offensive, using vile anti-Semitic slurs, degrading those with special needs, endorsing violence against political leaders, and further victimizing those who have suffered unimaginable trauma is absolutely repugnant and is unbecoming of any member of Congress.
Absolutely repugnant, but we're not going to do anything about it. Absolutely repugnant. Are there any good movies about Joe McCarthy? Sort of. If you watch Trumbo with Bryan Cranston, that's a pretty good movie. Does anybody else know any other good movies about Joe McCarthy?
However, the action the majority is taking today raises questions that have nothing to do with Congresswoman Greene. but concern the institution as a whole, which is why I feel that this hearing is premature and should instead...
No. The actions they're thinking of taking are about Congresswoman Green.
First be adjudicated by the Ethics Committee. Proceeding down the current path establishes a new standard, not only for what...
Oh, I've never seen Good Night and Good Luck, and I want to. Maybe we'll watch that on our Friday Zoom movie, which has already been demonetized.
Members of Congress say...
Someone remember that, because I'm not going to bother writing it down right now, because I'm not making any money, so screw everything. I hit the microphone with my spoon tongs. Still haven't figured out exactly how these... I just figured out how this works. You take them apart. Okay, if you have any muscle mass, you take them... There we go. So, you got yourself a spoon, but you also have little mini spoon tong things for the noodles. Huh? You're welcome.
Before they are elected, but also what rights the majority party has to dictate the committee assignments of the minority members. Throughout the history of this institution, the majority and minority have respected the right of each side to assign their members to committees. And it's also been the responsibility of each side to hold their members accountable for unacceptable behavior. In my opinion, there have been plenty of instances of members of the current majority party using intemperate language or taking controversial actions. Actions, I will add, that went unchecked by Democratic leadership. As was then and is now, if one side feels that the other is not taking the appropriate corrective or punitive action, the Bipartisan Ethics Committee exists to adjudicate matters related to the official code of conduct.
Yeah.
This would certainly be an appropriate course of action in this case. The Ethics Committee should review the matter in question, determine if a new standard relating to...
Oh, I should clarify. This is the Rules Committee. This is not the Ethics Committee.
Actions taken by a member of Congress before they are elected should be covered by the Code of Conduct and make the appropriate recommendations. Doing anything different would risk sending the institution down a precarious path, and the end of which we cannot predict. So I would strongly urge this committee to consider an alternative course of action before it's too late.
A Health Ethics Committee investigation? I'm all for it. Do it up.
Let me just add this, if I may, Mr. Chairman, on a personal...
Here's what they should do. They should take her off those committees until the findings of the Ethics Committee is released. Right now, the last thing you want is for the Ethics Committee to be looking into a member of your own party. That's what they're asking for. That's preferable to just having her kicked off. By the way, I don't know. Have they decided yet whether they're kicking her off or not? That'll be on the CNN's. Let me pull that up. Just makes me ill. Let's see.
Administration about the law firm or any cases, including China-related matters, nor will there be. The White House, in a statement to CNN...
Okay, so they're talking about Hunter Biden there. No family... Oh, wow, this is different. Biden said that no family members will be involved in any government decisions. How do you run a presidency without your family involved? He's insane. Actions watch the Senate and House simultaneously. There's a hockey game on. Why are we even talking, people? Oh, wait. Are they talking about... Yeah, everyone's talking about that. And let's go over to Fox, see what the headline is on Fox. Start from the beginning with our friend Trey Gowdy.
They're and ask you for a golf tip. I don't know what to do with the extra time, Brett. Thank you, though. Great.
I dated a girl, used to date a girl, who thinks or thought, I don't know if she's alive anymore, but she thought that Trey Gowdy was really sexy. And I want to remind you that I used to date her.
Show tonight. Good evening.
Oh, Marcy DM'd us a McCarthy documentary, so that might be interesting. Let's see what they have to say here.
And welcome to Fox News Prime Time. I'm Trey Gowdy. Thank you for watching. Your time is important, and we're grateful you would spend it with us. I want you to imagine there's a file sitting on a prosecutor's desk. the decision that prosecutor makes will impact every aspect of your life. Your reputation is at stake. Your freedom is at stake.
I'm actually curious seeing where they're going with this.
Your ability to provide for your family is at stake. Now.
Yeah, I'm not an Ilyana Omar fan at all. She said some very anti-Semitic things, and I'm a big supporter of the Semites. And she should have been censured. And censored. Both of them.
What are the characteristics?
Is his head too small for his body? Like, is there something wacky going on here? Is it the camera? Is he talking like this? What's happening? I mean, do I not have a neck? I feel like I have a neck. Does he just not have very broad shoulders? What is happening with his body here? I've never noticed this about Trey Gowdy before. I think it's the camera. I think they have him in a home studio and they sent him like a fisheye camera. Or maybe he's just lost as much weight as I have.
And qualities you want in the person making these decisions that will impact your life. You want that person to be impartial. You want that person to be fair, to be guided by the facts and the law.
What are you getting at here? What is this
Even
about?
if
okay,
be a Adam Schiff. Yet
Adam Schiff isn't even in the impeachment trial, as far as I know. Did they just add Adam Schiff to the impeachment file? He's saying what makes a good prosecutor. So why? Because of Adam Schiff. He's one of the evil ones. They hate him. Anything Pelosi, Adam Schiff related, AOC, Fox News is all about it.
And you have to be honest. I would be hard-pressed to think of any lawyer I work with in Congress who is less qualified to be a prosecutor than Adam Schiff. Yet this week we learned he wants to be the next Attorney General of California. I get that California...
Oh, he wants to be the AG... Okay. All right, fine.
California is progressive. I get that the next Attorney General there will not share any of my political views.
And then he can move on from that because that is a stepping stone in terms of politics. You're in Congress or another position. Then if you become the AG of California, then your next step is the obvious. In 2024, Adam Schiff will run as a black woman for vice president.
I'm fine with that. But you can still find someone honest and fair and trustworthy. There are plenty of progressives who still value the truth. We have.
Isn't that Tulsi Gabbard, who's from Hawaii and isn't eligible to run for AG in California? Is that not Tulsi? Am I wrong, guys? Tulsi, who regularly appears on Fox, by the way, she's a renegade.
Had one on last night. Tulsi Gabbard.
That is Tulsi. Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii should be the AG of California.
There are others. But Adam Schiff is not one of them. Here is just one example.
She's not anti-Semitic. She's anti-Netanyahu. She said something about the Jews and the money. It's been years, and I don't care that much. But she did tweet something about Jews and associating them with money and something. There was an anti-Semitic trope that she tweeted out at some point. And we can look at it another time. Let's go over to the CNN and just see what they're saying. Right off the bat, I can tell you right now.
Focus of criticism.
Okay, here's the problem right here. I don't even have to listen to this. What's wrong with this, guys? Whom do you love? Who do you love? Keeping them honest. How about keeping them English, buddy?
At tonight's meeting isn't the anti-Semitic, Q hoax-loving Congresswoman. It's reportedly the number 3 House Republican, Liz Cheney. She was one of 10 Republicans who dared vote to impeach the former president. You know, the one who incited a deadly insurrection on them and the vice president.
Guys, I just hit a wall mentally. So I am tiredly. I'm like, all I want to do is lie down on a couch right now. And now that YouTube has taken away my monetization, I'm never going to get the couch for the studio. I'll never be able, you'll never, I could, like, if I put 2 chairs together, I do this sometimes. This is fairly comfortable, but it's not nap comfortable. If I tried to nap right now, my world would fall apart. So, hey, thanks everybody for watching the broadcast. Thanks for supporting me. The good news is you don't have to sit through ads on my YouTube channel anymore, so that's nice. The bad news is that YouTube has demonetized me, so I'm not making money off of YouTube anymore, nor can I make super chats. So if you'd like to become a patron, please go to kevinleefather.com. That's what we'll do next week. We'll have a big patron drive. I'll put up the Venmo during the impeachment trial because I do plan to cover every minute of that with you. There will be all kinds of fun happening for the impeachment trial. Joanna says, great listening to you. Been cleaning, so can't chat, but good listening. Love my K-fam. I think she means Kevin Lee family. I think she means you guys. And again, everybody, if you say prayers or have thoughts of good vibes, send them to Joanna's daughter, who is currently ill with COVID. Super chats have been disabled as well. Actions, so I cannot get super chat money. I cannot get any money from the YouTubes. I still can get super hearts from Twitter or Periscope, and I have to figure out what those are. Oh, and on Twitch, I think you can subscribe on Twitch. So what I have to do is take a deep dive and try and make up that revenue or not make up that revenue or whatever. But the bottom line is, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate you. And here's some credits of some of the people that I appreciate. And as much as I appreciate you guys, I need to lie down right now. I am going to nap. So if anyone wants to nap with me, you can't.
Kevin, thanks for that.
Yeah, if Periscope's gone away, I wonder if the super hearts are going to go away too. Probably just as I get to the level where I can now redeem super hearts for chat, for cash. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I'm done. Be well.